Pair up with Paze's Kaisa. Has that go-between factor for the kind of all-in comp, but also defensive nature on their own side of things. They will go try to trade this dragon more than likely. Getting those grubs early for TT feels really good.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, a composition that we are expecting to thrive on sides, right? You've got Yone who can play on side lanes versus Talia very well. The Vladimir at some stage will begin to quite happily handle the Sion. I don't know that they'll ever be able to take out the Sion, but another fight.
Trade Seal gonna go a little bit wide there, but they find Scout in the end. Satap trying to take him down. Flash play from Feather, gonna get the knockback or try to knock up as well. Try to knock him down, a couple more punches. Scout doesn't have anything, but still has his health bar. Now should coming over as well. Seismic Shove gonna miss. Ala looking for his angle, gonna go for the decimating smash and get some ground beef for dinner there. That's gonna be a big first blood for JDG.
It's gonna be Paze and how well this Kaisa can scale into the late game, because Kaisa, I mean, LPL will know, can do demonstrous things.
Oh, it actually side connected on the Scout there with the Glacial Prison, and he will just pop to Hoya. They do get the re-engage on the Feather, and they'll fall, giving Shun a reset now, and here he goes. Let the dogs be unleashed and eviscerate to top things off, and another Darkened Dagger not going to go through onto Hoya. They still give him the resources here, and now the dogs have been unleashed. As the Weaver's Wall coming in, Scout gets blocked though, and now he's CC chain from hell, and he's gonna get the Seismic Shot, but go down to the smite for Beichuan. Seal Fate's gonna go wide. Ala finds a massive unstoppable onslaught on the two, but Satap has to pop back to his soul unbound. Double knockup from Feather is not gonna be enough to follow through. Paze looking to put in the screws, put in the plasma, and 1x in now on the other side of the fight can still free tap. He's the poke Varus. He's finding good angles, and it's a 5v4.
Oh!
Purple knockup, flash play from Feather, and that's that JDG dream that's coming alive here as TT. They find a big fight off the back of those prospects.
TT, it was Feather's triple knockup, a flash engage to catch them all off guard. It was 1xn's consistent poking and prodding the Phage as well. Got a lot of the gold for JDG and needs to make it work. Hoya on the bot side.
Oh, Feather is a little bit caught out now. Tried to go for the big play. Satap!
Satap!
Isn't going to get Shun in the end, and he has to pop back. JDG still alive and well. The fight's still kicking in the bot lane as well. Ala and Hoya going at it down there, but here comes Ala with the unstoppable onslaught, goes right into the pit, and it is going to be Shun that takes the dragon, but they've already lost Ala. He's going to go zombie mode here. The TP instantly pounced on it. Scout's just going to fall down. That's 1xn picking him up as well, and Satan is running amok on this Yone. Going for a side lane turret.
Oh, and then they end up seeing Paze as well.
Paze trying to get the outplay here. Has to burn flash, but Satap is right there trying to pump it back into him. Very low. The burn! It's not enough. Got out with about 30 HP there. Satap surviving.
Skirmishing probably going to be quite frequent and quite soon. That next Drake could very well be the play.
Oh my god, the double CC chain missing.
Nice,
Just gonna die. 303 for 1xn. Rift Herald in the mid lane by TT. And I think we're starting to get our answer of which version of JDG is showing up on the day. And it's not the good one, that's for sure. TT coming up big.
Woes against teams that, you know, they should really probably struggle a little more against than anything else.
Oh my god, that was a lot of damage.
I mean, they just get the turret though, right?
They actually get Satap. Well, that's strike one for Satap.
You know,
he will be slowly taking down the side lane. He gets the turret. Oh my god, what a Chad. Somebody kill this man, please. Okay, Pay's gonna take him down, but he got the turret. I think it was good for JDG to steal away that last dragon. They can't continue to get caught. And speaking about getting caught in the side lane, maybe it is just gonna be Scout. He's gonna try to get the Weaver's Wall out, gets stopped in his tracks as Ala has no come up to try to save him. This is a full-on commit here. JDG is trying to save Scout. Fate sealed into 3, and it's Satap coming out the better over Scout time and time again in this game number 1. That'll be 2 members biting the dust, and Shun shows up too little too late. Ala is getting engaged on it. Feather has to flash away from Shun. Here comes the unstoppable onslaught, gonna run right into his own turret. The reset from Shun. He's looking for it. He's got all the gold. He's got all the momentum, but Satab's got the Yone. Is it gonna be enough? Shun trying to take him down. Ala gets the pop, and that's already Satab down. Shun is picking up the slack where Scout has dropped it, and Ala is right there with him.
And this is the jungler that JDG wanted. They swapped out their franchise jungler at the beginning of the year to bring in Jun. He is now 5-1-2 on this Neferi, turning fights, turning games back in their favor. And TT looks like they were going to be able to run away with this fight on the top side. Well, he's still under fire.
Maybe if one dog can't get him, maybe the rest can. TP coming in. Satab goes to safety. Dragon goes down to TT. And that will be the TP burn, but that's worth it in the end. Lock it out now. TT realized they need to maybe stick around. The Atacon just burning down. That's the power of this Neferi plus the Kaisa. But the Roses, that's what's important. Missing just gets popped himself. Shun working his way into base 1. Hoya has shown up. That's the other tank coming through. Pays picks up a ton of the Roses here for JDG. Ala was looking for an angle with the unstoppable onslaught. He's waiting. He's going Splinter Cell Scion now.
Yeah, cutting them off. So we pan into the mid lane. It's Scout and Jun who are fancying their chances at taking down this tier 1 turret. Ala just walks into the jungle and says, yeah, if you want to defend your tier 1, you've got to go through me to do it.
Yeah,
a little bit more in that shield bow dimension.
See if it pans out for him. He's right now finding a good trade into Ala. Trying to stack up some of these health stacks there. Yeah, they are all the way coming down. TPs coming in from Scout as he uses the Weaver's Wall to catch on to Satab. Decimating Smash going to slow you just as much as your Stride Breaker does. And Scout gets the redemption kill finally in this game number 1 for JDG.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, it goes down so fast. Beitwan maybe looking for a steal. This would be huge. He can't get it. He's going to look his way out there. Maybe looking for the fight after, though. Pays going to tank down that Glacial Prison. They're trying to follow him up. The Hema Plague will pop.
Are they on Baron?
Is the one they're going for. Now, Chains of Corruption and Glacial Prison Abyss. TT, they're struggling. They're desperate. They need to make something happen, but Shun doesn't have much of a health bar to get into that pit.
He needs to leave pretty quickly. He's overextended with that teleport there, and now
they just burn it.
With the amount of time and the amount of HP that TT took, it's JDG with this 3-item Kaisa and Neferi as well. The Baron's just gone.
TT, man. Oh, that's heartbreaking. They tried to make the play.
Issues that get you there in the first place, but in the split-second decision, Beitwan didn't have the confidence to take it.
Scout, he got the block off, but Beitwan is the one they target first. Big knock-up seismic shove combo into Feather. He's very tanky with the Unbreakable, though. Beitwan looking for the angle. Satab wants to take them. Goes on the Pays, but it's not enough damage. It should. Follows him through. Is looking for the recess himself. Goes untargetable. Shun has picked up the slack of all these stars around him and said, damn it, I'll do it my damn self. As he will fall, it still is a definitive fight for JDG.
With the Baron at their backs, Mazel, they can break open the base here. Just 1 member down for them, 3 down for TT. They have got no chance at stopping this, and JDG, they're going to show no mercy when breaking open this base. 1xN on the Varus does not have the chops to stop them from removing this mid lane inhibitor. Taps him with the quickness and means that he can't find the damage that he needs to. And Jun, I think, probably unintentionally follows as on live Feather's getting caught out and dying, but
doesn't even need the hot dog skin. He's gonna look for a play on a Satab though. Satab uses his Q3 going in, and here come all the dogs as he calls the pack. Satab not gonna have much say in this one, and Satab on his comfort on the Yone, something they've gone to so many times. Not going to find promise here. JDG biting off a little bit more than they can chew in the base of TT, though Ala, that tanky meatball, is going to use his unstoppable Pays. He misses the Void Seeker play, almost kills Beitwan anyways. Now missing going to pop the quickness. They found Hoya. This is the beginning of the end for TT in game number 1, as JDG going to handle their business and look to go at least more importantly, a 1-0 match point advantage over TT in this best of 3. The last 2 Nexus Towers are there. They're going to TP back into it. Now TT do have a little bit of defense possible. The waves are crashing though. Rude Dude and Beitwan putting his life on the line here.
Allah's full HP comes in to tank up some turrets. First Nexus turret falls. 1xN trying his best to clear waves. Another TP can come in though. Scout goes back to base, replenishes his mana, and now back into the base they go. 14 seconds on Hoya.
Here they go, the one last thing. Just Satan misses the fate sealed. As Scout, the passenger princess, has finally shown up. JDG can finish the game now. As 1xN gets jumped on by Shun, he'll find a couple more kills to finish it off. Go ahead and give him a triple, maybe even a quadra. It's gonna go the way of Allah, but the game will go the way of JDG. 1-0 lead in this best of 3.
So it fits the brief quite nicely, and that when we look at this TT side, actually they've got quite a heavy amount of dive as well between the Nautilus and the double engage of Xin Zhao plus Ari. And it looks like this is going pretty well so far for TT. They force FaZe and Missing to go the long way around, back up to that top side, and 1xN's actually quite far ahead of FaZe in terms of that experience than he should be, and he's actually two levels down on the Xin Zhao. So that level 3 dive, or maybe some other consequence of this, found a lot of trouble.
Pushed into the turret as he goes for the stun CC. Beitwan taking the turret, but he goes down. It will be Scout joining him, though. 1-for-1 trade. And Beitwan already on the dragon, and it's already going down. So another game of full early neutral objective control from TT.
And this seems like JDG are quite happy to just give these up for the time being. It's largely been built up off of Satab's own laning prowess, really, more than anything else.
Feels really good, especially after that last game where both mid laners having some trouble getting off the ground running.
It is a pretty good look, without putting anything else on it.
FaZe gets caught. Satab with the flash play, the charm, and TT. Nice. They find 3 kills now for Satab in this early game. Oh, he's going to use the speed up. Shun trying to get around the corner here. Going to flash, going to get the CC, going to get the chain. Hoya healing up a lot, though. It's going to take a little bit more, but the execution is enough. Down the bot lane play. Scout by himself. Should be okay for now. Has the Emperor's Divide. Did just burn his flash. He just burned his flash. He won't have that available. Stand united. Can JDG stand strong enough as Beitwan gets caught out? Yeah. And that Emperor's Divide is one of evisceration onto TT. They lose out on the play on bot side.
Kill. Nicely done.
We just don't stop fighting. Missing now, in trouble on a Satab. Gonna get charmed under turrets. Missing, nice. Gonna go down. A solo bolo for Satab. But it's also just so cool to see Satab stepping up again. He's a really new face here in LPL, and now he's gonna get even more resources given his ways. He picks up another kill. And now Missing in trouble, running away as they're going to dash into him. And Missing going to be locked down, CC down. And Shun has to just stand and watch so many times when his team is just dying all around him. Early, I guess, amalgamations of gameplay. And be able to come out clutch in this one against Scout of all people.
Have a great little series of things and not really struggle all that much. It's been anything but.
Oh my god, they finally get the combo off. Shun gets another kill. That'll be his 3rd of the game. Just been looking for any entrances, but has been caught lacking a lot of times here already.
Or that they had at all. So we're waiting now to see if they can do a bit more with this advantage that they've got. It's a bigger advantage, but Titanic Hydra Shen is just 40% HP to Satab, so that's not good.
Not good, not good, not good. The Rift Herald goes the way of TT. And something I'm loving here, Emperor's Divide from Scout, just as I want to talk about him as well, as Hoya is not going to be there. That was the Stand United used, but the charm from Satab stops it up.
Yeah, perfect. And now TT get to respond in the mid lane as well. That's a big commitment of 2 ultis that they aren't going to have for any form of defense here. There's a Drake that spawned as well. A little bit further, they've 2 Drakes to the good, complete dominion over the neutral objectives for now. And again, not like their composition scales awfully as we move later on. They're going to have a very fed Ari. They have a Jinx who's quietly whittling away a decent gold lead over the Ezreal. So
And I'll just say JDG have taken a big back seat in this one. Even with the composition that we said, with Shun being on the Pantheon, needs to be very proactive. He's got 3 kills, but it's been off the back end plays. It's been trying to find these side lane picks, and it just feels like TT are dictating the map. Scout gets the whiff, and Satab destroys his ankles, and the TP not going to be fast enough. They do end up taking him down. They'll give the kill to Scout, and that's a massive shutdown going the way of this man right here.
And that's massive, right? Satab, one of these players who, our criticisms of him were that he gets caught out on side lanes a little bit too much. He probably should have done there without.
He's getting caught out. Going down 0-2 in that mid lane now as he fell right at that tier 2 turret. Another play on top side by Shun. Going on to a Yorick who's very strong right now. He's going to be hard to take down. Mega Death Rocket comes across. They do get the turret there as well.
Missing's here.
Chase him down. Missing's coming down. Solar Flare going to connect. CC Chain coming through. And an easy pickup from JDG in the side lane. But how much is enough at this point? I mean,
pull through damage from the Q. I wouldn't put it out of the realms of possibility, but with Taunt plus Flash available, I'd like to think that 1xN can stop that from happening.
Yeah, we're going to take a look back.
She did there. She did some big swaps. You're not wrong. Hoya, for the 3rd time this game, will be 3-manned.
Is it enough this time? It looks like it might just be that Spirit's refuge will not be a refuge for Hoya's Spirit, as he'll be taken down low. Another tier 2 tower gonna fall. That'll be the last one. And Missing, getting caught by the rest of TT now. He's gonna buy some time. TP's coming in now. Pay's coming through. Grand Starfall as well on the back. Scout is the focus, but he wants the big play. Emperor's Divide comes through. They find 1xN, but they need to follow through. Allah's gonna take him down just like you predicted there. As they get him down, the Titanic Hydra comes clutch and Pays.
The 5v5 to stop the Baron.
Oh, TT getting a little dicey. Allah is in there. Grand Starfall in. Shun in the pit. He's not going to survive long enough. He goes down, and 1xN is getting decided. Missing goes on the back.
What about the Baron?
It's not there. Baron goes down to TT. 1xN falls. Scout is not enough. Satab sits him down at TT. They're taking away with this game. It's looking like we're going to 3.
Everything in his power to take some people with him. He takes 4 people into the grave. Hoya now with the Baron at his back, Yorick's best friend. He's got the Maiden by one side, Ghouls on the other, and a Baron buff to help him out. The inhibitor itself may just about stand tall. But JDG, they are now backs thoroughly against the wall with a Baron and a Soul to fight against.
Yeah, I think we're getting the answer. You can't give literally every single objective on the map and still expect to win fights.
Right, Jinx. But if they don't end off this Baron, there's going to be an Elder flip at some point. There's going to be that scary 50-50. So TT, time is now. Soul's at your back, double inhibs down. Pace just used E. Okay.
A little bit of trouble. They have 6 grubs, and it just feels like an inevitability now for TT. The minions starting to rebuff that a little bit. Allah getting a little bit low, but 1xN, once he starts pumping, he's going to finish this one, and he's excited now. Mega Death Rocket going to kick through.
Turret.
That's 1xN. Looking for another. Scout gets a big Emperor's Divide. It is 1xN gone. Now JDG trying to finish this one up, but TT, they focus what matters most, and we're going to 3. It makes it easy. You block it. You can stop it. You have a lot of options. You can even bop it if you want. Special shout out to those that know. I don't know. You're from UK, so you probably. JDG's side of things. Shun had wrapped around, didn't complete his path, and now has come down bot side. Has level 3. Flag and drag in. Trying to put down 1xN early in this one and often, and that'll be first blood to Shun yet again. Necessarily available just yet. The solo lanes will be getting closer to theirs. Scout's gonna have his as well. Shun did just take the 1 grub and will make his way out, so TT gonna take 2.
Put up a little bit of a contest for the Drake as well, but it's important to remember that their strength at the minute lies with Bejuan, as he was able to get a good pacing on his own clear, and now Missing maybe in trouble. Type of the winner's back, he's able to get out to safety, but the leader in this game in particular is going to be quite high.
Oh, the play mid lane. Concussive blows connects, but the cleanse immediately used. Missing is going to go down. The double combo there, CCing him down. It will tie up the kills 1-1.
Yeah, and they didn't even need to burn Bejuan's flash to get that either, so double summoner spells from Missing, including Allah now in a bit of trouble.
Oh,
Never
they
mind.
get the play. Allah! Another solo bolo, and that time over Satab.
Lyandry, so he's definitely stronger now. However, he needed to spend a little bit of time to go and do that. He either had to fight on weak items and try to contest this Drake, or he can look and do things a little bit more aggressively now that he's got that Lyandry's fully finished up. And I expect it to be a bit of a worst item status, literally at all. Now TP in from Arla, he's trying to get into this top side, and they're trying to stop this fight.
Missing, going for the crash down with the Mega Storm into the equalizer with the bullet time, throwing the wombo combo, but it didn't get anybody. Severing Bolt's not going to hit either. Rogue Entrance coming in now to try to save the day. Shouldn't going to flash over the wall. He's away from the fight, but now it's on to Bait Squad. The Spiraling Despair has hit, and JDG showing some of their mechanical prowess. Going to take down Hoya in the back of the pit as well. Nobody from JDG falls. 3 are down for TT, and the lead has just ballooned to 2,000 plus. AL and TT, very differing teams in the standings. Now at JDG looking to be proactive as ever. Had an angle on the Feather and Bait Swan, but not going to follow through with it any further. But look at JDG. I mean, they are just exerting their aura onto the Rift.
I think about the wins as well is that it's more important that JDG find Bait Swan.
This is a weird combo. Should is a little bit overextended now. Gonna get his way out now. Spiraling Despair on a Satab, and out of nothing, JDG make miracles happen. 1xN is gonna get a big pick himself, get TT their second kill of the game.
A win here would put them in a pretty good stead, because if they lose this and then lose to JDG, or rather then lose to Top Esports, that's a negative win rate for the first round.
No, you got it right the first time. They're losing to themselves. There you go.
True. Sorry. No, you're right. But going into the end of the first round robin, 4 and 5.
Entirety of this roster, besides missing, it's been a big change, but something they've been coming akin to here, as they're going to take down Satab in the side lane. And that might just be another check in that box. 0 and 4 for Satab in this game 3.
Yeah, definitely not quite the same.
3 to Satab.
Yeah, and I mean, fortunately enough, Scout League of Legends is a team game, so he gets to say that he won 2 of those games, even though he lost 2 of the mid lanes, right? Like, that's the beauty slash JDG,
which is difficult for TT to come back from. The Rift Herald charge from JDG won't necessarily net them very much in mid lane, but the TP from Satab and the turret still falls anyways.
Yeah, 1xN is just going to be struggling, I think is the polite word I will use, as now a commitment down to this bot side. TT decide, do they want to try and take this fight, yes or no?
Okay, maybe they find an angle they like here, but the turret is going down to JDG. More standing gold going their way. And that lead ballooning to a little bit more than 5,000 now. Gonna get sniffed out a little bit there as TT, they just say, let's go ahead and take this one. Let's start this fight going, as that's the ace in the hole used on the Scout as well. Big severing bolt as Allah, the cutoff flank, the red carpet of doom. As bullet time came across, they didn't even need to use the hot pot special. They're gonna get the sole point here as JDG secure that 3rd dragon for themselves.
Yeah, Hoya's going to be the sacrificial gargoyle in this one, as Arla will be able to burn him to a crisp. Maybe somebody else comes in and picks up the kill, but with the Drake going down as well, it's JDG who are pretty much putting this game to bed, I'll say. They're scaling itself pretty decent between Scout and Arla, and with this gold lead that they've got, they are so much further ahead of their opponents.
Go down. Looks like a really good objective setup from JDG moving forward here as well. They'll be able to get all the roses on top of it all.
Yeah, I mean, this game is getting out of control now, right? This is JDG. Regular season, they can take down JDG as well. That'll give them more to write home about and continue to accrue that fandom. But we've seen Spiraling Despair go down. It's traded out for the Lilting Lullaby, and I think that's a happy trade for JDG, because ThunderTalk, they're the ones pressured here. They're the ones that got to do something.
Not again. Not again. Here it comes.
Another
the
TP.
Equalizer. The top on top of it, and it's hot pot time, baby. Throw it all in there and give it a nice little swirl as they get that equalizer in the top of it as well. And Missing is leading the charge as the Severing Bolt's going to go a little bit wide. It's still a double kill that comes through for Pays. And now JDG, they pull everything out onto TT. 3 bodies down. The tier 2 turret under threat here now, and they're looking to push some serious damage into the base of TT.
Yeah, it was a 1 in 100, and unfortunately they didn't quite have the answer. TT are going to really struggle their way through the rest of this game with an Infernal Soul
They're
at the back of
frustrated.
JDG, with all of the additional... Don't really have an answer for game number 3. Arla maybe going to get picked off here.
Floating Lullaby comes through. He's going to instantly get out with that Mikhail's across the wall for missing.
Bloodthirst, so any poke on him doesn't stick. Scout is playing so far back it doesn't really matter. And Jun's got enough HP, Arla's got enough HP that they can just sit tank and then they can be successful anyway.
Arla going to reassume position in this top side as mid lane Inhib is looking under threat now. Pays was actually looking to take down 1xN. As back coming through from Beituan, but he was just out on the base or outside of the base trying to get something going back to bring back to TT. It looks like JDG want to try to take down this outer turret, or at least this Inhib turret in top side. I mean, poke in a little bit. Oh, loses half his health.
This is how you know it's going well, when you can just walk in and ego check under the turrets.
That's all you need to know. Equalizer on top, but the bullet time didn't even need the Cataclysm. Severing Bolt not going to connect, but it still doesn't matter. The follow-through damage is there. JDG. That game 2 was just a blip on the radar. 2 dominant games here coming through with their 2-1 victory over TT to put themselves at 5-3.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.